Okay, a couple odds and ends to wrap up week three. The division winner is Team Adidas. Once again, they win a second week in a row. They actually haven't lost a week. They were tied the first week against Team New Era. Team Adidas, once again, is Michigan, Washington, and UCLA, the NCAA North. Um, in the power rankings, at the end of every week, they were ranked. All three of those teams were ranked in the top four. So that's pretty hard to have a better threesome than those three. The first week, you had the Seattle, the Rams, and the Chiefs, and they all did pretty well the first week. So they tied Team Adidas. So come on, Team Reebok, Team Nike, let's pick up your game. I don't know, I don't know if you're ever going to get to that in the top five or the top 10. You know, like if you're all three of your teams are ever going to finish that high. So I was 4-2 this week. I think I was 2-4 last week, and 6-0 the first week. So had a better week this week. Overall, of all 12 teams, their overall record of wins and losses, just straight up against their opponents this week, was 7-5. So my 12 teams that I follow finished 7-5 for the week, so that was pretty cool. And once we get some participation here, and you want to see if you can beat my 4-2, or last week would have been a good week to jump in. I went 2-4 in my picks, so that was pretty bad. But my little thing that I like to call it is beat Biddy or beat Chief, because I post these to my Instagram accounts at ChiefsBeat and at dbitty, d.bitty. So you can get the updates there too, as well as just here on YouTube. Week 4 matchups. Let's get right into it. Looking ahead. Before I do that, though, there was a funny little thing. I had this paper. I get this paper pretty much every, I think, Monday night. And this picture was kind of at a distance. And one of the drivers came up to me, and he was looking at it real hard. And he was like, oh, no, that's not Paul McCartney. Yeah, it's Hillary. The guy thought it was Paul McCartney, for Pete's sakes. Oh, my gosh. So, okay, for all you Donald Trump lovers, there's a picture of Donald, too. So, that was an interesting debate. I'll just leave that alone. I'm not going to go there. Maybe after the second debate, I'll chime in and tell you what I think. So, let's keep to football here. We got the Seattle Seahawks playing the Rams next week, which I chose the Rams. We got the Kansas City Chiefs playing the Jaguars. Oh, hey, what's up, Happy? You came back for the trilogy, huh? Let's see, the Chiefs. Oh, he wants some beer. That's what he wants. After those crackers, huh? You're thirsty. So you got the Chiefs and the Jaguars. So I picked the Chiefs. You got the Saints playing the Tennessee Titans. The Saints are in San Diego, and then Tennessee's at Houston. I actually think both those teams are going to lose. So the tiebreaker in that would be how close those games are. Gosh. I really hate to pick the Saints right now just because they're 0-3. I'm going to go with Tennessee on this one. You got the Huskies playing the Wolverines. This should be my favorite game of the week, in just that I love both those teams in college. Washington is playing Stanford, which should really be cool. But I have to work that night. Unfortunately, that's on a Friday. And then the Wolverines. I think they have a good game too. I think they play Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. So, I'm gonna leave that one. I'll post who I think's gonna win that one at my Instagram accounts. So you got the Bruins. You got against the Missouri Tigers. Not quite sure who Missouri's playing. I know the Bruins are playing Arizona. That should be a tight game. It's at UCLA, so I'm going to stick with the Bruins on this one. And then closing out week 4, you have, just sit right here, Happy. Just chill. you have Florida State and LSU. So I'm going to pick Florida State, and I have no idea who's playing. Well, let's see, LSU. I'm not sure who they're playing. I'm not sure who Florida State's playing yet, but I like the Seminoles. They're doing all right. So that should wrap it up. If you guys want to get involved, go ahead and direct message me on either one of those Instagram accounts, preferably d.biddy, because that's that's a non-private account. And give me your picks. Let me know if you want to get involved. And I do have prizes, so I got prizes that are up for grabs, but you got to play first. You got to participate. So you guys have a great week, and I will get back with you next Monday.